guys, it's Brenna, the CEO and founder of The Mortgage Shop, and I wanted to talk to you about when can you use a vacation home loan. So when you can use a vacation home loan, or what's known as a second home loan, you can use it where you want to vacation. But keep in mind, you can only have one in that same area. Generally, the rule of thumb is it has to be 45 miles from your primary residence. There are caveats to that, and I'll go over that in a second. But basically, if you're just starting out in this and you kind of want to get your feet wet in the vacation rental market, this would be the way to go. You can do a second home, get to know the area, vacation there. That way, if you do rent it out in the future, you can tell them, you know, here are my favorite restaurants, here are my favorite activities to do in the area. A lot of people say, well, I can't rent out a second home. You can rent out your second home when you are not occupying it. You have to occupy it for at least 14 days out of the year. Some lenders will have what's called overlays, where they will not allow you to rent that property at all. If they do, search for a different lender because they do not specialize in it. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac allow you to rent out your second home when you are not occupying it, but you do have to occupy it for those 14 days. Who needs to occupy it for 14 days? Whoever is on that loan. So if you and your spouse are on that loan, then you would need to occupy it for 14 days. If you and your partner are on it, one of you or collectively would have to vacation there 14 days out of the year. It doesn't have to be consecutive, but it can't be like a family member that's not on that loan, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind. Here are some caveats. So you can have one, let's say in the Smoky Mountains, you can have one in the Panhandle, you can have one in Texas, California, if you chose to do so. However, let's say you live in Sevier County, which is the Smoky Mountains. There are places known as Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, and Seymour in Sevier County. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Sevierville are very touristy. They have the cabins, they have the mountains views, they have moonshine, they have food, great food, all of that kind of stuff. Seymour is more focused on primary residences. It does not have all of that stuff. And it's less than 45 miles away, and it's in the same county. So there is that caveat. You can get an exception to that rule if the area you're getting is less than 45 miles away, but it's totally different. However, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Let's say you live in Destin and you want to get a vacation home in Panama City. Those places are 45 miles apart. However, it's basically the same thing. They're all the same type of chain restaurants, the same crystal clear blue waters, the same mixed drinks that you can get, same atmosphere. So you're going to have a hard time explaining to the underwriters why you want a second home there if you're living in the exact type of area that you're buying in. So keep that in mind. That's it, guys. That's what a vacation home loan is. Like and subscribe to learn and keep educating yourselves. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.